as we told Mike in our pattern production meeting, oh, this is a treat for us, Dr. Bridges. You know, normally it's me just looking at your beautiful mug as you break down some game film from college, from the pros. Hell, we've taken it to skills camp in high
Oh
school.
yeah, we done
But,
all that, right?
ooh, buddy, JB's been loading me up with the clips in the DM, and Mike, we're going to do it. Hopefully the stream doesn't fail us. We're going to do some JB's Hog Talk, and we're going to break
nice.
down some film. So I'm going to be sharing the screen. We got 3 different clips. And let's get this thing cranked up. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen right now, and let's take a look at what we're doing. All right, so see if the screen share is coming in. All right, bam. Are we seeing it on your end? Is it showing?
Yeah, it's coming in.
Yeah,
now.
there it is.
We got the
Okay,
yeah,
boom. There
go.
it is. Boom. Boom, there it is. All right, JB. You this is the guy you love to break down.
Oh Lord.
Aaron Donald. All right.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
Let's do it. Let's see. Let's take a look at what we're looking at. Going against Chicago.
Well, you know how we, yeah. No. You know how we do it, Benny. You know what I'm saying? Let it run. Let them see him get beat. Now run it back. All right. All the way back. Now to the stop to the top, like we say. Now, Mike, I do this and I teach offensive linemen. I teach them 3 things that get you beat. I always tell them that, right? You're set, right? Your point of attack, and you're finished. Those are the only 3 things that'll get you beat in pass protection. Point blank, period. Right? If you overset a motherfucker, you're done. You know what I'm saying? If you understand, it's just set, period. Point of attack, if you put your hands in the wrong place, if you lunge, overextend, you're done. You know what I'm saying? And when you finish the wrong way by putting too much pressure on a person, you're done, right? So I've studied this man, number 99, this little bastard, right, who keeps giving these damn guards and these tackles fits, right? And you talk about one guy that I would have loved to play against, it's him, right? I would have had him in fits. But we're going to literally break down this for this guy. So, Benny, you know how we do this, man. Let it run for 2 ticks, and we're going to see the set first. Bingo. Now, I'm going to ask Mike because Mike played guard, right?
All right,
Mike, what is the first thing that you see this young man doing wrong?
Okay, so first of all, you're in a 2-point stance versus a guy who's like 6 feet tall, right? And so now you've lost all your hip hinge and your leverage, right? So the most athletic position you can be is the hip hinge position, right? Like you're trying to broad jump, kettlebell swing, power clean, anything. This guy's torso is almost straight up and down, so you're giving those numbers. His initial footwork, man, he's backing up, and so what does he do on that third? So he goes like, instead of doing like a kick slide, like a line set, he just backs straight up and then he opens up to on his basically his second kick stick. So his third step, 1, 2, and now he's turned. Man, the minute you turn your shoulders towards the sideline, away from the line of scrimmage against a good player, you're not giving him a 2-way go. You've really given him a 3-way go because he can do literally anything he wants. He can go through you, right? Because now you got a brace. He can go to your outside. And if he goes to your inside, you might as well plant that left foot in the middle of a watch, like you're a hand of a clock, right? You're just going to start twirling around like this and open up. You got no chance. And so, like, for me, your stance, hey, you got to be smarter. Get in a 3-point stance if you have a problem playing too high anyways, right? You got to get that initial footwork, those first 2 kick slides, because really what you're talking about, JB, the way I say it is we're all about making decisions in sports, right? People who can automate their process and make the most decisions and execute on those decisions are the best athletes in sports. This guy has to understand that where Aaron Donald lined up on the field is probably 2 kicks for him. You got to get to your real estate spot under control before he gets there. That's the game. If I can get there under control, I have a chance. But if I'm going to open up and do all this bullshit and I'm still moving backwards when this dude's running at me, I got all kinds of problems.
See, Ben, that's great to hear another man speak the verbiage, right? Now, we're going to run it back, and I'm going to break it down like I teach my guys, okay? So first and foremost, like Mike said, the basis, where is he aligned? Okay, that's the first thing we talk about. He's literally on the right tackle's inside shoulder, or left tackle, inside shoulder. So you're damn right. It's going to be a kick to a kick and a half based on the size of the man, the stature of the man, his feet, all right? I'm his coach. I know he's a good guy at 1.5. Me personally, I'm going to go 1.5, right? Because I don't want to go 2, right? Why? I want to keep this son of a bitch on my outside shoulder, right? I don't want him to get half a man on my body. I don't want him to get down the middle of my body because that's when he's dangerous, all right? So 1.5 a tick, Benny. Mike is exactly right, and he said it. If you look at this guy's body, boom, look at that shit. Look at that shit. All of his weight is on his back foot. At this point right now, he is kicking backwards. He might well be doing a fucking cha-cha slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has no power, right? And we talk about our forward body lean, and Mike mentioned it, right? I tell people all the time, offensive linemen, when you squat, if you try to keep your back straight up, you are a fucking idiot, right? Biomechanically, when you stand up and you put your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed straight, and you squat, your torso is coming down because your hips are going backwards, right? So natural body lean, that's the most powerful point you're going to be at. Now, if you don't keep him inside out, he's done. Let's look at it again. 2 ticks. Ah, shit. Now, look at this, Mike. Look, he gets in position because he's about to punch, right? It's like a boxer, right?
It's
like a boxer. So if I'm here and every time I get ready to punch, I jerk my shoulder, you're going to get hit in the face every fucking time. Aaron Donald's a very smart player. He sees that. Awesome, man. Next clip, man. We love it. This is awesome, man. This is pretty dope.
All right. See what we got.
Who we got?
Oh, the pack, Mike.
Oh, the pack.
Okay. Yeah, we go all day with these boys. We can go whatever you want.
Go.
Okay. Golly.
All right, who we got here?
This is
preseason.
preseason.
This is that kid from Houston, right? No, that's preseason, right? Yeah.
Ooh, splits the double team. Oh my lord.
That's not that's okay.
That's embarrassing, right? So first of all,
well,
can I start this off? Right? We got a tackle playing guard. Is that what happened? What? Look at his stance.
No, is that Runyon? Is that 78?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Runyon's boy?
Well, I think 76 is Runyon.
Yeah.
I don't know who these guys. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think is that. So yeah, that's Van Don. So actually, this kid he didn't make the team, unfortunately, but he's actually from Green Bay. Like, he went to high school in Green Bay. Well, so hopefully he's got a shot maybe later on, but not the way he's standing right now. Big problems, man. That's big problems right there, right?
Shot in his ass, bro. Shot in his ass,
bro.
All right. So, Mike, I'm gonna reiterate what you said earlier about 3-point stance, right? There's no need, even in third and it could be 3rd and 37. I don't care, right? You're a guard. All right, even if this man is off your body, you have time. He still has to navigate through the inside shoulder of a tackle, right? So he needs to put his hand in the dirt, right? It's going to be 2 kicks, 1.5 kicks, you know what I'm saying? His hands ain't working. This is just bad, right? He ain't punching, you know what I'm saying? And then Benny said it was a double team. That was just congestion. That wasn't even a true double team. I was going to say,
I think that double team was with a running back, unfortunately for this guy.
That was just congestion, you know what I'm saying? So Buddy just beat a whole bunch of shit. Run that thing one time. Let me see it again. Pause it. So yeah, the running back is trying to get a chip, right? But he's beat already. Right, he's gone. Like, standing too tall, feet are clicking. Like, I mean, this is just bad, right? It's all bad. I mean, I can literally do a whole clinic on this shit. You know what I'm saying? But
what's interesting about you know what's interesting about this is because we probably didn't think about it this way, but because of the advent of the shotgun, everybody's in a shotgun offense now, and so the drops are different, right? And so what's really happened is we used to talk about what. The cup of the pocket, you know, the guards are setting the depth, the tackles are setting the width. And so you kind of set a certain way. But with the advent of the shotgun offense and where those counterparts are lining up consistently, and we talk about the 3-point stance and all that, guards have to understand, like, you're basically setting like a tackle used to. Like, mindset is the same. You don't have – there's no, like – you can short set if you want. Like Callahan teaches a short set. Callahan's best line coach, that's in the game right now. I'm not going to argue with him. But – guards and tackles really set the same now because that depth is no longer as relevant because of the shotgun offense, right? So this guy doesn't have to back up, doesn't have to stand up. He can just take a normal kind of what we just call a line set when I work with him. But whether you're talking about your 1.5 kicks, your 2 kicks, man, you can just set like a tackle. This doesn't have to be extra wide, doesn't have to be straight back, nothing. Just get your regular, get a little bit of width. Work on your depth. And again, it's about understanding where your real estate spot is and getting there before the man. That's what we overcomplicate this game, man. It's like you see a guy tackle, like you see rugby, football, whatever you're talking about. I can tackle JB with no hands if I get in front of him and take him, in that case, take him low or something, right? But just my body presence of being in the way of that other human will usually stop that human in some shape or fashion. The same is true in this. The most important thing is, can I get to where I need to be with some sort of control so I can actually play? We forget all this. We start trying to overcomplicate this damn game. Man, get to your spot. Practice. Take all the time you practice at getting to your spot. Until you can get to your spot, all this other shit doesn't matter.
Right.
You got to work in 2 months, 3 months, whatever it takes. Get to your spot every single time so you can do it in your sleep. It's automatic. You don't have to think about it. And now we'll work on some other stuff. Right? Simplest part of the game.
Yes, sir. I call it a choreographed dance, right? It's a choreographed dance, right? I'm taking a set, he's walking towards me. I'm taking a set, he's walking towards me. He goes inside, I take a couple steps inside. He goes outside, I get back on my 45 there. It's a dance, right? What we used to say all the time, Mike? Better put on your dancing shoes, right? Yeah, man. Put on your dancing shoes, right? Because, and now we said a lot out here with these motherfuckers behind us. Like when I was out here with Kurt and them, oh my God, to my blue suede shoes, baby. You know what I'm saying? We throwing the ball 65 plus, ain't no thing. So, yeah, this is just bad. Next clip, Benny. You know what I'm saying? Buddy was just, ooh,
man. All right, last clip here.
I thought I was looking at Don Majowski there for a minute.
Don Majowski.
All right. Cowboys.
You got one of the best in the game if they go to that left tackle. We're going to the right tackle. It's
Collins. Problems.
Oh, the reach. Ooh.
Oh, that jump chop. That's a good move now. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. 54 is a good player. Don't sleep on 54. Yeah, he's good. He's legit. He's a good player.
So as a tackle, you know what I'm saying, run it 2 ticks, Benny. Boom, stop it. Now, for all intents and purposes, I'm in a real good situation right now, right? I am right where I want to be, right? We talked about that dance. Right now, I am dancing. Me and Shorty, we doing our thing. We cha-cha, right? His problem, Mike, is what I teach a lot of kids. Now, we talk about, like you said, get to your spot, right? We talk about being under control. Well, at this point, we got to use our assets, right? God gave you these, right? These damn things, these gigantic palms and mitts you got. Now, put it where it's supposed to be. Now, I tell guys all the time, we throw jabs, not haymakers, right? You throw jabs, not haymakers. Your hands are put there to control a person. Not to kill him, because everybody wants that punch. You talked about you trying to give Reggie all you got, right? But right now, Collins needs to have his hand over his outside knee, right? Why? Because he can very simply put it up and on the guy's outside shoulder. He ain't got to kill him, right? He ain't got to kill him. All he got to do is put his hand towards his outside shoulder, and he negates all that. So that jump chop has to be a lot bigger now, because what are you chopping at? You're not chopping inside your body like they teach him to do, right? You're chopping out here at this point, right? Win for the offensive line, because that gives us time for our feet to catch up.
Yeah, that's so smart, man. And if you ever listen to a really good D-line coach, they usually talk about you want to smell their breath. You want to smell the breath of the offensive lineman when you make your move, right? Because basically if I defeat you at the elbow, I can get around you. And what you're saying is essentially the same thing as saying, I want to be able to jab and punch with my arm completely extended. Right. Because if I can extend my arm, right, and let's say you do chop it down, well, I have that 2.5 feet of space that I can recover from, right?
Right.
So there's two things here I always think about. One is when I know a guy's going to rush upfield, I want, just because I understand the size of these humans, the depth of the pocket, etc. I tell my guys, you got to take 3 kicks. You got to stay square for 3 kicks. I don't want you to turn until 3 kicks. And then if you need to turn, that's because you're so far afield, you're all right. But I don't want to give that surface area. And that's why, like you're saying, if I'm going to use that right hand, we don't need to swing at him or take a huge lunge at him, but you want to punch and extend, because if you pop the guy like a Bruce Lee 4-inch punch, you get that snap. That's where that snap comes from to push him off the spot. And then again, if he does get that hand, you have some recovery time built in. So yeah, I'm completely in sync with you, bud.
So run it back one more time, Benny. I'm going to tell you to pause it at a certain point. I'm going to tell you right where he lost it. Boom, boom, boom. Pause it. Now, right? So run it. If you can slide it back just to have a second. Yep. Keep on going. 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 Right there. Now, at that point where he, again, point of attack, right? He felt like at the point of attack, because the guy shimmied a little bit, right? He stopped his damn feet, right? Now, one thing I teach offensive linemen, Mike, and a lot of offensive line coaches kind of look at me sideways when I say this: don't shun a bull rush. Don't shun it. Absorb it, right? And react to it, right? We are bigger men than the people that we're playing against for the most part, right? So, situational football, this kid that plays for Tampa right now who weighs 300 and 100,000 pounds, right? I'm not going to too much let him bull rush me, right? I'm going to short set the shit out of his big ass if I'm at guard and try to get my body into him because he's a huge human being, right? Well, this guy probably weighs about 260 pounds. All right, cool. I know when I was playing, I was about 320 right there. I can take on that bull rush, right? So, cool. Put your hands in my chest. Start bull rushing me. My thing is I teach guys to react to a bull rush, right? You can't shun it because if you shun it, you're fucked. Just like he did, right? Because he thought the guy was going to come into his body, stopped his feet. Whoop, nope, I'm going around you, right? Jump chop and I'm gone, right? That's where he really screwed himself on that one.
Yeah, man, you're absolutely right. I just we talk about it's the same thing. If the guy's smaller than you, it's like you sit on the bull, right? You sit on the bull and you just wait for this other stuff. We
You're
just call that
invited, right?
settling. Yeah, we just call that settling our feet, right? So we don't want to ever stop. We just want to settle our feet.
Right.
But you're just waiting. Hey, listen, you can do all this nonsense with me. I'm kind of where I want to be already. And if you want to bull me, my hands are inside, man. Go right ahead. I wish you would.
Cool.
You know, that's kind of how that's kind of the philosophy of trying to, JB, the one thing that philosophically that where I've changed, and again, like we're always smarter when we're done playing, right? But the way I think about things now, when I teach my guys, it's like we're training to win every single play. Like I don't care what the outcome of the play is. Like the process is we're going to try to win every single play. And what that means is like Lyle Combs in that play right there, he didn't give up a sack, he didn't give up a pressure, guy stepped up and made a play, but he lost, right? And what the mindset is we're not fearing the idea that we're not going to be perfect, but we're always chasing perfection, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we always want to chase perfection and have the idea we're going to win every damn play. This ain't going to be one of them damn hang-on games. We're like, oh, shoot. Thank God he got rid of the ball that time. You say that like 6 times during the game, man.
Whatever the quarterback number is, you call it.
Yeah, brother. Oh, yeah, man. It's like, hey, the offensive lineman, you want to have really good games every single week in and week out, maybe a bad play or two. You don't want to have a bad game with a couple good plays, right? It's just a mindset shift.